The Steelers are hoping their 2023 ends the same way it started, with a win over Manchester. They welcome Fearnley back into the lineup after he missed the win in Nottingham. Once again, they'll go with 5D and 4 full forward lines. Storm give a debut to new goalie Logan Flodell. He's trying to stop Manchester's losing streak in Sheffield, which currently stands at 22 games. The Steelers have won all 6 Challenge Cup meetings between the teams this season, but this one is for league points. The Steelers are still top of the standings and in their Winter Classic shirts, hoping to be the cream of the crop. Tansey wants it played to him, instead he looks towards Valorand. Tansey gets it now. Switch to Sorcerman. Thrown at goal, but wide on the blocker side. Tansey again, that one did stay in the zone. Balmas. Still Mitchell Balmas. And the shot gets through! Netminder got a piece of it, but couldn't hold it. And the Steelers, after a sluggish start, have the lead.
Yeah, Balmas doing a good job. He does a good twist and turn to escape behind the net. Valorant pops out way out high in the neutral or into the high part of the high slot. It looks as though Flodell does get a good piece of it. Maybe just catches on the cheater or something. Here's the escape from Balmas. They keep possession. A little tiny pick there from Robert Dowd to open up some space, and then Marco Valorant, who said at the beginning of the game, you know, this line's been doing some pretty good things at the minute. We'll see it from behind the net here to see if he's screened a little bit on the play.
Good turn by Balmas to get away from Heinem. Still Balmas, maybe bit off more than he could chew. Good
work by both players there, the offensive and defensive players, really working hard on the battle to try to give themselves the best advantage that they could.
It was Martin in the end who knocked the puck away. Heinem loses out on that one, and the Steelers have 3, and now a 4th joining the rush. It's down from the angle, save made, rebound Berry. Cormier. The Steelers are in rhythm now for sure.
Cormier starts to play all the way from his own defensive zone. Nice little pass outside of Robert Dowd. Robert Dowd shooting, that's a shot pass off the pads, exactly that, with players going to the net. And look, you've got one, you've got 2, you've got Valorant coming in behind Cormier. Nothing that Flodell can do to control that rebound, the way that goes in and off his pad. That's a set play that teams do work on.
Storm have changed the mood in the building. The Steelers are going to get a power play here. Newman brings it forward. Storm get a stick onto it. And the last thing Storm need is to go short-handed.
Watling does a good job here. He sticks out right here. We'll see right there. Just gets it stuck up in between. He gets a stick and a skate in between the 2 feet. And
Dowd, Ciampini, Balmas, Sorcerman and Valorand. Second power play unit. Valorand shot, big rebound off the chest. Storm dealt with it temporarily. Sorcerman to Valorand. Puck movement is so good, and Dowd with the finish right in front. Side to side, everyone involved. And Robert Dowd has tied Ron Shudra on 329 Steelers goals.
Yeah, fantastically worked goal there. Like you said, every player touches the puck, and what a great finish here. Obviously the pass. Robert Dowd works hard to get his stick down. Defenseman in front of the net, and is it Harrison? Doesn't get underneath Robert Dowd and lift that stick up, and it goes the other way. Robert Dowd will say thank you very much to score as many as he can. Empty net from there.
Nichols didn't get the lead pass and keeps himself onside as Ciampini comes in. And then he did just get nudged over the line at the vital moment. Heinem just left a little bit on Ciampini. Well, Ciampini will give Tyler Heinem a little shove back.
Not sure this is going to help Manchester's game whatsoever getting into this.
It's not really Ciampini's game.
No,
dropping the gloves and having a punch-up.
And you look at what's going to happen here. If it's only Manchester getting the penalty.
It's a cross-checking call against Mitchell Martin, I think.
Yeah, you're down 3-0 already. Get out of the period.
Steelers 1 for 1. I'm sure Matt Ginn's delighted with what he's watching either at the moment.
I wouldn't have thought so. You don't want to implode with no time left on the clock. Get out of the period.
Steelers win the draw. Sorcerman through traffic and tipped in by Ciampini. 3 seconds left in the period. The Steelers are 2 for 2 on the power play, and they're in complete control at 4-0 up.
Wallace does a great job on the draw. He wins it, but look at Sossaman gain ice. He gets to the middle of the ice as best he can to find a quick shooting lane. Critchlow can't get out. And out in front of the net, it looks like it's Ciampini, who may have redirected that back into this side of the net. And the player that drew the upset of the Manchester Storm create the goal. And they go in the dressing room 4-0 down instead of 3.
Logan Flodell's debut is done, and Alex Oldale takes over. Has been a change to the Steelers' first goal. The assist has been taken off Robert Dowd and added to Kevin Tansey, so that now reads 88, 92 and 6. And the tip from Simpson right at the side of the goal. Wasn't far away.
First test on young Alex Oldale as Manchester had a little bit of opportunity and a little bit of pressure in Sheffield's zone just prior to that.
Allen lost the puck. It comes to Tansey, who makes no mistake.
So the bounces are going back Sheffield's way, and Allen just absolutely woofs on a shot here, and you can see it's a double pump. And it's the Manchester defenseman that actually moves the puck across to Tansey, and there's no way that Oldale can get across before Tansey, coming in with speed, just shovels it into the net on a good read as he jumps up in the play.
Chance here and scoring a Storm. Bouncing puck in front of goal, and they have something to cheer.
They've got some life. Sheffield a little bit guilty, maybe a little lackadaisical in their own zone. Puck bounces around a little bit, but again, we said it, how do you get players in behind the defense? And this time it's Tansey and Cormier being guilty of that, and it's
Storm's goal was scored Phillips, assisted Morrow. 77 from 70, even strength at 26-13. Newman to Usula. Takes the shot on, Oldale makes the save. Usula lost his stick in the process. Got it back now. Oh, that's a lovely pass out. And the finish provided by Newman. But it was the assist that had Oldale looking the wrong way.
Yeah, Mikko Usula does a fantastic job at deceiving Oldale and net. You can see here his head's up. He's having a look all the time. Watch, he looks. Sullivan maybe a little bit guilty, not recognizing and going over towards Newman, but Newman sliding in behind, waddling around this side, waiting for the opportunity. We'll see it in a bit better here. He just finds a little bit of an error between Critchlow and Sullivan, and Newman finds that spot. To be fair, Alex, he does seem to catch on that what's going to happen. He just can't quite cover enough net because Newman finds a good spot on him.
Officials have gathered for a chat.
They were
going to get a delay of game penalty.
Yeah, they were just having a little check to see if it's a delay of game penalty, and it looks as though it's going to be a delay of game penalty for
Brian Diffley.
Diffley, yeah.
Garcia. Plenty of energy. Together with Shudra, the two 27s.
Referee Good got in the way of that one on the clearance.
And now out of the box, Newman will feed it across to Diffley! Perfect timing. Out of the penalty box, onto the rush. And the Steelers have 7 from 7 different scorers.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate. Good gets in the way of the clearing pass and knocks it down, gives Diffley a chance to get out of the box, and Newman does a fantastic job finding him, but a fantastic finish as well. Diffley with a long reach just slides it up and over the outside, right side pad of the young Oldale. Fantastic shot placement on that one, you can see it here.
A couple of seconds earlier or later, it would have been a different story.
It would have been for sure.
Against Nottingham, but then third place games are not like other games, shall we say. Penalty called here. And we might get a little bit more pushing and shoving. Johnson comes in and inserts himself into the middle of things. It wasn't his battle to be getting involved with initially, but
Simpson down with Critchlow. But again, the penalty was coming in. Now we'll see if Manchester have just evened it up. Simpson was going to get an original penalty.
Heinum back for Hewlett. Oh, he scored! He squeezed it in blocker side. Lauren Hewlett. Second goal for Storm. Back to 7-2.
Nice little crossing play here by the two Manchester Storm players, and Hewlett does a great job here just opening his wrist. If we get back to it, we'll see it. That's a fantastic shot. You look where Greenfield is, and what exactly do you see as looking down as a camera angle? But remember the blade of the stick that sees the net, and Hewlett finds an area that he can just pop it in that short side.
Heinum, shot blocked. Hewlett, shot scores. Another goal for Storm in the third period. It's not going to be their night, but they're having their say on the scoreboard at least.
They are. It's just off the face-off. A couple opportunities, block shots. And again, you look at just the opportunities that are going for them. Lots of sticks in the lane, but good job to drag it around. Greenfield a little bit late moving across. I'm not sure if he sees it or not, but
trying to skate away from Watling. Trying to bring it through. Oh, and a big collision on Greenfield. Incidents are like that are the reason why I think a few fans might have preferred Angus Lang to be in goal right now.
If it's a power play, yeah, it's a power move to the net, and Watling, not much he can do about it. Greenfield takes the brunt of it.
Watling's out of control and crashing into the net himself.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. It's a good play by the offensive team, struggling on the defense there. Maybe Watling.
Greenfield just exchanging a few words with referee David Good. Good himself, a former netminder. Spent a season as backup for the Hull Stingrays and in their final season back in 14-15. Steelers move in. Watling! For the first time this season, the Steelers have 8.
I think you see the face of Patrick Watling there saying, holy cow, what just happened? But some fantastic speed and work coming up the ice. Patrick Watling here has all the time in the world and puts it into the open net. Alex Oldo, nothing you can do about that with everything that was happening out in front of him. Steelers did a great job from that face-off, collecting the puck and charging up the ice as 4. And there you see Cormier doing a fantastic job jumping up in the play and being that 4th guy. And good pass across, and Watling says thank you for the open net. See?
8 different scorers for the Sheffield Steelers. Simpson got it out of the pile, and he'll get onto this. Champion, it's support from Nichols, and it's in! Nichols with the final touch. 9 goals from 9 different scorers.
Yeah, fantastic work on the blue line there between Allen and Shudra trying to get the puck out, and what happens at the end, it gets bundled up and over right there. You'll see Nichols doing what he can to get it to the net. Just unfortunate for Oldale, just doesn't quite have the strength to hold it out, but good hard charging work here from the Steelers coming back at Manchester again. We'll see if Simpson gets credit with the goal, or if it is going to be Nichols at the end.
One last chance for Storm. No, it goes away, and Steelers are winners. 9 goals to 3 from 9 different scorers. The Steelers end 2023 on a high. Steelers goal number 329 for Robert Dowd. He is tied in second place with Ron Shudra for all-time Steelers goals. Only Steve Nemeth has scored more. And the rate at which Robert Dowd scores, well, it certainly won't be long before he has second place outright on his own, and then first place. He gets to do the Eddie. the Steelers' final man of the match of 2023. He has centre ice all to himself. And now he needs to borrow some friends. Happy New Year, one and all. And the league table going into 2024 is a very pretty picture for the Sheffield Steelers. They are 6 points clear of their nearest challengers, and they have 2 games in hand. Coach, a 9-3 win has got to be very pleasing.
9 goals is a good night for us. Obviously, from puck drop, I thought we were very good. First 5 or 6 minutes, I thought they pushed hard and were pretty physical with us, and we kind of weathered that storm. Got that first one, and then we scored in bunches there in the end of the first period there to make it 4-0. Came out in the second, had a really good second. I thought their second was probably better than the first for us. And kind of put that game out of hand, and then went in cruise control there in the third, and maybe gave up a little bit too much in the third period there. But as expected, we know that there's a lot of hockey right now, and just maybe weren't as good as we should have been.
But there's a relentless nature to this team. We've seen in other games that whatever the score situation, they're always wanting to push forward and score more and more and more.
Yeah, I think with our depth, we're rolling 4 lines right now. Each one of them is driving the pace of play when they're out there. Nobody's out of concept. Everyone's bought into how we try to play. I think our defensemen have led the charge here the last 4 or 5 games. We've went 5D for a few games in a row now. Those guys are dialed back there. They're in concept with everything, physical, aggressive. It all starts from the D zone in our game right now. Like we're winning a ton of battles, and that's suffocating other teams and creating offense off of plays out of our D zone.
And the offense is coming from all areas of the ice. We saw another goal for Cormier, another goal of the season, goal straight out of the penalty box for Brian Diffley. How enjoyable is it as a coach to see that the goals are coming from all lines, all units?
Yeah, well, you're happy with the way things are going. I mean, I would be lying if I said this isn't a good run we're on right now. Not a lot to be disappointed with in our group at all. So it's for me, it starts with the leaders inside that room holding the guys accountable. They're playing some really good hockey right now, and everyone's doing it together, and everyone's happy for the next guy. And I think we had 9 different goal scorers again tonight. So it's been a fun stretch here for us for sure.
There's always expectations on the Sheffield Steelers, but heading into 2024 with the league table as it stands, how do you feel the season is shaping up? Because it looks good at the moment. Obviously, it's still a long way to go.
Yeah, we've put ourselves in a really good spot here after 21 games, to head into 2024. But we also know that there's 33 games left. There's a lot of things that need to go right for us to have the run we've had. And, there's no guarantees that things aren't going to, an injury here, an injury there. We'll focus on the game at a time here. I think that's what we've done really, really good job of, is we haven't gotten too far ahead of ourselves. We're not looking past anybody. We have a huge game in a very hard building to play on Monday there, with a huge game against Cardiff on the 3rd. But, we've got to be ready and prepared for that game against Manchester. We know that'll be a different game than we saw here tonight. That is not an easy place to play. So it's we've got to just stay focused, stay inside the moment here, and keep collecting points.
2023 has been at times a difficult year for lots of different reasons, but lots of reasons to be optimistic heading into 2024.
Yeah, really happy and proud of our group. It's been, like you said, there's been some tough things that have went on. I think the guys have handled everything very courageously, and they've played some unreal hockey here. So it's been that side of it's been very fun to be a part of.
Matt, a difficult night for your side.
Yeah, embarrassing performance from us. Thought we started okay the first 5-10 minutes there, and they got kind of a fluky one there. The first one we just crumbled. Knew coming into this building that we'd have to be at our best to have any chance, and we were nowhere near good enough tonight. throughout the room, across the lineup, all aspects of the game. We were just nowhere close. Give Sheffield credit. That's a good team over there, and they're rolling pretty good right now. And we were, like I said, it was an embarrassing performance from us. Gonna have some tough conversations here, and try and we'll need to be better here on Monday. Sold out Barden at home, and we need a heck of a lot more from a lot of guys.
There was a pushback in the third period. You scored a couple of goals. Is that any consolation at all?
No. I mean, I guess one way to look at it is guys didn't quit, but at that point, the game's over. They're just kind of seeing the clock out, and no, don't take a lot out of that third period.
Is there a lot of work to do in terms of raising the spirits of your players ahead of the game in a couple of days' time?
Well, that's the one good thing about this game is there's another game here in a couple of days. So definitely going to look at this one and go over some things because system-wise we're all over the place tonight too, and we just got to be, like I said, a hell of a lot better on Monday. And yeah, it's up to the guys to pick each other up, but no one's going to feel sorry for ourselves. We just got to respond.
It's going to be a big occasion inside the Storm shelter. There'll be a whiteout, there'll be a massive crowd there. What hope can you give to your supporters that it'll be a different type of game?
Yeah, we've played well at home the last couple months especially, and it's a different game, but we need a much better effort than that. It doesn't matter where we're playing. If we play like we did tonight, we'll get our ass kicked, and that's what happened tonight. But yeah, we'll bounce back and be ready to go on Monday.
New year, new start perhaps for the Storm. What can 2024 bring for your team and your franchise?
Well, hopefully nothing like tonight, but no, things are going in the right direction on the ice and off the ice outside of tonight, and just more of the same. The support's been great, and hopefully it'll be a great year.